Lion Show. Come on in, guys. Let's have a good show tonight. Hope we have some good call-ins. Let's talk about. I think the biggest thing that we're talking about right now, man, is us going to play Florida on the road, and this is one of those. This is one of those opportunities for Kentucky to show the nation that you didn't start off good, but it ain't how you start. It's how you finish. Come on in. Let me know where you're watching from. If you got a birthday, anniversary, please let me know so I can give you a shout out. Please do so. Look forward to it. Once again, to be call-in show, 2 minute calls, please. Hopefully, have enough people that we can keep it going. That's the whole reason for the show is to have the call-in show. So hopefully we can keep that going and we can have a good show. Let's see how this goes tonight, man. Welcome in. Absolutely. Two people's in already. Yes, sir. Let's see. Go Big Blue. Matt Short, go Big Blue. Absolutely. Good to see you, brother. Hope we go down to Florida get this win. I think we got a good opportunity, but it ain't gonna be easy. Uh, but I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Oh, I got to go post this right here. I'm glad I remember this. Yes, I do. Let me see. Oh, I got to go do this again then. No, right here. Put this right here. I'm pinning the link to the chat at the top of the page. So you don't have to look for it. Pin message. Absolutely. There it is. It's at the top of the page. Look for it. There it is. You can click it and you can call into the show. What up, Harlan Blue Blood? Good to see you, my brother. I see you. Matt Shorts in the house. Byron Campbell, I see you. Florida looked really good last night. Guess they looked real good last night. Florida's a good team, man. You know, I mean, I mean, let's be real. I'm nervous about the ball game, but then again, I'm nervous when we play Morehead State, whatever. I'm always nervous. Let's just see what our Wildcats are able to do when they go into Gainesville. And I think the number one question is which version of Kentucky is going to show up. I mean, this is a challenge, and if you're a D1 player, or matter of fact, if you play at any level, these are the kind of games that you're self motivated, that you know what's on the line. Actually, number one in the SEC is on the line. There's a lot of we can go from winning the ball game and being number one to losing and Vandy jumping us and Alabama. I'm not sure how many losses Alabama has, but so much can happen with one loss. I mean, with just losing the ball game. But we don't want to think about losing. They did struggle against some though. Well, I hope Coach Pope saw that, and I hope he can. I hope that he can actually pick up on that and maybe see if we can play some zone. Florida's big, man, and Florida's rounding in to a national championship looking team, and now we just got to go play them when they're rising. Oh, but wait, Kentucky's rising too. So it's just, hey, let's just go to war and let's just see what happens. I feel like if we can hit it, I feel like if we can win in Arkansas, then we can win at Florida. We can win this ball game, man. I'm not gonna sit here in front of you and just tell you that Kentucky's gonna go down and just blow Florida out. No, that's stupid. I would never say that. It's gonna be a rough game. But I gotta use my famous quote. If we could just keep it close at arm's length, and I don't know if this close is considered 14 points. I think Florida's too good to give them a 14-point lead going into halftime and then expect them to come back. Florida's just going to turn it up. So we definitely can't. So we definitely can't get caught up in that for sure. Uh, Man, it's good to see Harlan Blue Blood in here again. It really is. Matt Short, I got you in the house. I feel like if yep, Kentucky by 3 points. Kentucky. Ooh, Matt, you're confident, bro. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We need some fans that are confident in what the Wildcats is capable of doing. Let's get it, baby. So the women's game just went off. That's why my show is behind. I don't want to compete with the Lady Cats. The Lady Cats got a big win tonight, which I should have started the show off with. They beat Texas A&M 75-55. It looked like the Lady Cats kind of stepped off the gas there late in the game, and I don't think they ever felt like they was going to lose. So I don't think they went hard. I wouldn't have played Key no more. I would have took Key out and said you're done. You're not going to play no more. You and Strack, you guys are too valuable to what we're trying to do. I think if our players that we got can't beat this team, then we don't need to be on the court anyway. So it's 11 people in here watching right now. It is 5 minutes into the show, so we'll give it to about 13 minutes into the we'll give it to 20 minutes into the show. If nobody's called in, then we'll call it a night, guys. Absolutely. Where you guys watching from, man? Man, I can't wait for this game, man. And I actually get to watch the whole game at home before I get. It's gonna be a long night though. I just I just hope we make it worth it. Yeah, because it comes on 11 o'clock at night for me. So, man, I hope we win because I won't be so sleepy then. That's for sure. But this is the Thursday night. Look, I know it's late, man. Going for 1,000 points. I think he's 5 points away. Ooh, well, he's going to get that then. Let me put that up because I think that's worth noting. Thank you, Byron. I appreciate that. I got a feeling he'll get that. Yeah, is it going to be easy? Well, he's going to get 5 points. Whether he get to the line, whatever. I think he's 5 points is good. I think if it was a betting at DraftKings, I don't bet, but I would take my money on that. Absolutely. Hey, Larry, good to see you in the show, man. Southern Illinois. Hey, Anthony Craven. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it. Good to see you, man. How you guys feeling about the Cats? At the top of the page, if you want to call in, the link is at the top of the page. You can use your video or you can just use your voice. It's up to you. You get to choose when you come in on how you want to do it. And all you got to do is just call in 2 minutes. I don't talk. You get to say what's on your mind. And you get to tell everybody how you feeling about the Cats, the women, the men, the basketball, the football. It's just Thursday night show for all things Kentucky. So hit the link, call in, and let's get this W against Florida. Once again, good win, solid win over Texas A&M tonight. The last time I looked, Vandy was taking it to. Let's see, did it change? No. What's the score? Ooh, Vandy is taking it to Texas. Goodness, gonna be a tough game, but they seem to have. I see Anthony, and I like this comment because it just feels like the chemistry is getting a whole lot better. People, some players who had to look over their shoulders at the beginning of the year, and if I mess up, I'm coming out. But it looks like a few players can just go out on the floor now and just play free. We're gonna need a big game out of Garrison. Like Garrison's, look, I'm glad that he got a double-double. I am, and I always want to see him get a double-double. But I give up a double-double every day of the week, man. If Garrison could just crash the board. I mean, don't get me wrong, we need those points if Garrison can get it. But Garrison's a big guy. He's gonna have to show up at this ball game, and he's gonna have to be locked in. He's gonna have to be ready to go. Like we can't allow. First of all, we got to cut down on. We cannot give them more possessions than we have. We can't just be turning the ball over. So whatever Aberdeen have to do, whatever Collins have to do, whatever Ortega have to do, anybody that has the ball in Jasper, we gotta take care of the basket. I was gonna say football. We gotta take care of the basketball first and foremost. We do that, it gives us opportunity to do something. Just coming down the floor, a wasted possession and not getting the shot up and giving Florida out in the run. Florida's gonna make us pay big time if we turn the ball over. That's for sure. Hey Larry, good to see you, man. So, this is about to be a tough game, bro. This is not going to be easy at all. And I think all day, I think people are going to be on edge waiting for this ball game. So We UK fans won't complete domination, but man, that's tough in today's NCAA basketball. It seems anyone can pay a few guys and be relevant. Yep, they sure can, man. And that it's and when you get in when you start looking at the NILs and all that kind of stuff and the money, it's kind of like you got to take the good with the bad because if you look at other teams, like, well, what I'm saying, they got to pay this money to be relevant or whatever. Well, Kentucky's got to kind of pay the money too. And so I think I think who has the biggest bank. I think that's the case. So we have to see. So let's keep the phone calls for 2 minutes. And we got a phone call of someone calling in right now. I'm not going to talk. You just talk. Sure. What's going on, man?
How's it going, Michael?
Good, good. What's on your mind, man?
I was just wanting to talk to you about Kentucky's trip down to Florida. We're going to have I think it's going to be a great opportunity for Kentucky. See you, Adeline.
Yeah.
We've been watching the games this year, and Kentucky's straightened out their season, but they've still got a lot of room for improvement. And I believe we have a chance to make something special. Pope's proved some people wrong, and Kentucky's shooting has gotten better, all except the trip to Vanderbilt. We've won 8 of our last 9 games, and 2 in a row. And a big win at Florida would really, set the tone. Like I said, Florida's really played well. They're playing their best basketball this season. They've won their last 4 games in a row by an average of 30 points a game. I mean, they haven't even been challenged, and this is going to be a good challenge for Kentucky. I mean, this is going to be another stepping stone. We need at least 4 players in double figures come Saturday, and I really believe we have a good chance to make it a game. Like I said, I've said it before, and I've been wrong, but I believe Kentucky will find a way to pull this game out.
Well, we'll come back and if your words come back to be true, Matt Short, we'll come back and look at this video and says Matt Short of Kentucky called it. He called it. Anything else you got, Matt?
Let the threes fly Saturday. Away.
Smartly. Yeah.
Let the threes fly. Play defense. And your little buddy here is with me. My daughter, she's a big Kentucky fan, and
Go Cats.
go Cats. Can you say it? Go
Go
Cats.
Cats. Go Cats. Matt Short, appreciate you calling in, bro. You guys take care, and let's see if the Cats can get this win, okay?
All right. Have a good.
You too, Matt.
All right.
Bye-bye. Go Cats.
Go Cats.
I even have a cheerleading outfit.
We got fans here, man, who really believe that the Wildcats can go down and get this phone call. I mean, they can get this win. Matt Short, thank you for getting the call started tonight. Appreciate you. I do. Anybody else want to call in? I guess I should have asked Matt, how hard was it to call in? I know some people, I seen a stat, we haven't lost in Gainesville since 2019. Is that true? Hard to believe. Ooh, we didn't go to that last year. The team with we went 39-1, 38-1, whatever it was, 38-1. We won there. Wow, I'm not sure. That's a good stat. I should open up my my AI and ask when was the last time. If somebody can figure that out for us, let us know. Hey, Larry, I agree with you, man. Jasper Johnson is getting hot right now. So hopefully, you know, he kind of gets lost in it a little bit, but we're gonna need Jasper to come out and play some solid basketball. Marino is not playing like a freshman anymore. I mean, he has his little times where you kind of see a little freshman in him, but overall, I think at this particular part of the season, I think Marino is playing higher than a freshman. It's still Marino. I mean, it's still Jasper, who we are still waiting to not look at as being playing as a freshman. Got another phone call. Kentucky wins and lose. How you doing, my man? Good evening to you.
Hey, Big Mike, how you been, man?
Being good, bro. What's on your mind with the catch?
Oh, I was just looking at, and I saw where Anthony in the chat was saying we got to get this JMI thing figured out. I think he's right about that. I was looking at a thing, and I watched Matt Jones on a podcast yesterday with Goodman, and he was saying the same thing. Mark Pope's got to get a GM. He's just got to get one. I mean, Will Stein, first thing he did, and he hasn't even coached a game of Kentucky football yet. He's already got a GM. That's why he's getting all these players.
Well, Pope better get on. He better get in line then.
It's like what Matt Jones said last year. Pope had he had all kinds of shooters, but he just didn't have the defense. So he went the opposite way. This year we've got a defense, but just a couple of guys that you can really depend on to shoot, like Chandler or Noah to hit the threes.
Yeah.
And I was seeing today on a Sea of Blue, Quainton's stock in the draft is falling. Moreno's not even on the draft board. So.
Hey, let me stop you for a second. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Marino, but come on back, baby. We'll take you.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm saying the same thing. I think we're going to get Marino back next year, and with him, Jesper Johnson too. So, I think those are actually good things for us right now for next season. And of course, they said Pope's not ruling Cam or Quainton's out for the rest of the season. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, like I said before, a couple shows ago, where we're in the gauntlet. We had to go take that beating at Vanderbilt. We still got to play them again. Now it's Florida, and we'll get Florida again at the end of the year. This time Saturday, it's in Gainesville. So yeah, it's just a gauntlet, man. We still have A&M, you can't write them off either, and Georgia, I think, still left, right? South Carolina might be the only one that's not very good, but even they won a game the other night. So, as long as things, I think, keep clicking for especially for Oway. I mean, this team goes the way he goes, but Chandler being as clutch as he is, and, Garrison's having some good games, Yelovich, and Matt Jones said the same thing I did, man. Just keep going after those stretch fours. Don't worry about any other fours anymore, because Pope's offense runs to stretch that floor to shoot that three, and that's just the way it's got to go. And that's what Yelovich exactly is. So,
yeah.
And then we're going to see also what's going on with some of these overseas players, because a lot of people are saying that's where Pope's going to get his guys now. But now that stuff's starting to run through the court system, right? Where they don't know whether these players are actually going to be eligible when some of these judges start showing up and making their rulings. So we'll see how all that goes too. But anyway, yeah, those were my thoughts. I just wanted to call in, and I saw him say that on the chat, and I'm like, yep, that's a good point, about JMI, and that's a good point. We got to get a GM in there, man.
Yeah.
He's dependent on his coaching staff so much to evaluate all these players, and there's just so much work there. When they're really just coaches, they're not really made as GMs. You know what I mean? They're not made to evaluate and put the team together as much as they are to coach it and make it operate and function properly. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah, that's a solid point, man.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of where we're at right now, and it does give me some hope for next year's team too. So just kind of give everybody some hope, because I know everybody's been concerned about the recruiting and all that stuff too. So,
what's your thoughts on going down to Florida?
I think it's going to be another dogfight, another knockdown, drag out, like it was with Tennessee twice. That's just how it's going to be with this team. This team is it's like the cardiac cats on steroids, man. That's just every game from here on out, pretty much, in my opinion, is going to basically be that way, and it's going to take us right on into SEC play. And if we can get one of those top 4 double buys, that'd be fantastic. 'Cause like you said earlier in the show, we're going down there to either take first place, or we're going to get hopped by a couple of different teams, and it's going to be hard to claw our way back into that mix.
Yeah.
It's just we've taken some untimely losses, I guess. During non-conference play, it's definitely put us in a worse position because now we've got 7 losses. We're going to end up with double-digit loss season again. But if we can get to the Sweet 16 at least, if not further, I think it's another successful season. I mean, considering the injuries and stuff like that, and it was the same story as last year, right? Lost our point guard, lost Jackson, one of our best shooters. This year it's Lowe, our point guard, and then Quayton's one of our big guys. He's really a lottery pick, and that's what this team really does not have, right? Everybody else has a lottery pick. Kansas has Peterson. BYU's got Devonta. I mean, everybody's got some sort of a guy that's going to go in the first round of the NBA draft, but we don't.
Yeah.
We really haven't all year. Quayton's was that guy, and he's played, 2-3 games? So,
yep.
I just fingers crossed going to Gainesville, man. Fingers are crossed. I'll be watching.
I will too. Hey, Kentucky wins or lose. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel and calling in, man. You're one of the few that every single show, bro. If you're able to jump on, you always call in. So I just want to acknowledge that and tell you that I appreciate you for that. Okay.
Yep, I appreciate that, Big Mike. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Hey, have a good one, and let's get this win in Florida.
Yes, sir. Go Cats.
Absolutely. Go Cats. Absolutely. So, I want to talk about the JQ situation. If JQ is falling, first of all, he hurt. I can understand that. If is that a narrative? Okay, might be. I don't know. Is his people in his corner not happy? Could be. It's a lot of speculations about, is he really hurt? Did his team, did his corner, his people in his corner pull him and says, you're done for the year, we're going to set you down? If his stock is falling, do we just surprisingly see JQ back in so people can so the scouts and the team starts to see more film of him and start seeing maybe what he can do? Does that force everyone's hand that says, okay, can you play? Because you was right here. You was up here. Now you was down here. Now you're falling. Now you're falling or whatever. So, it just, you bring up that point on wins or lose. He brings up that point of his lottery pick stock falling. Then I'm like, does he come back? How hurt is he? How bad is his knee? I didn't want him back so fast. Anyway, I wish he would have waited into January timeframe to come back. But I'm not a doctor. I'm not the team. I don't have say so on when and when you don't come back. But maybe you rush back a couple of weeks too soon. I don't know. But could we use him if he's as good as he's supposed to be? Because not to throw shade on the young man, but we thought he was going to be that guy, and we didn't really see him. But then again, he's been out for a while, so he's getting back into the swing of things. I wonder if he was still playing now, how would his growth be? Because if you take a look at Jelic, you can tell Jelic when he first came here, he's all right, but you can tell now he's starting to get to that level. Like, dude, I can play with these dudes. Like, I can play at the university level like this. I can ball. So it's just a matter of time. But we're running out of time. Like if you're gonna get in and start getting yourself into basketball shape and mode, you gotta kind of come back sooner than later. I think it would hurt the team more if he came back. Could be. You absolutely. Let me throw this up right here. Let me throw this up for. I got a phone call. I got to throw this up for 1 second. 1 second, caller. I think it would hurt the team more if he came back. That's a good point. But I said it myself. Chemistry is looking really good right now for the Cats, and everybody look like that they're really starting to play good together. So that makes a really, really great, a big deal. Mr. Williams.
How you doing, Big Mike?
I'm doing good. Are we ready to go down to Florida, man, and get this and hey and be competitive?
Yeah, we can win. I mean, we're not just trying to compete.
So, no, I want to make sure that I use my words correctly. In my
No,
in
no,
my
no.
heart,
We're going to win. I mean,
in my heart, that's what I wanted to say.
well, no, you got to say it. I mean, how are you feeling? They're going down to Florida the same way they went to Arkansas and Tennessee, the same
Yep.
way they went to Atlanta. When they were playing St. John's. I mean, I don't know why people getting all excited. But look, let's talk about a couple things. JQ,
Okay.
man had surgery in March.
Yeah.
He was hurt, major
Yeah.
surgery. He came back. He could have easily not done anything with anybody and just wait for the draft. I mean, but one thing you got to understand about these draft boards, those are opinions. So the
Yeah.
draft board may have him late in the first round, but you don't know how those GMs feel about him.
That's
They
true.
might love him,
Yeah.
and they can take him wherever they want. I mean, he's a beast. He came in there against Ejiofor, one of the top bigs in the country, and he did well. We won.
Yeah.
So these guys are hurt. I don't. When people who don't know these guys keep saying these things, it's disturbing.
I got you. I
These
got you.
kids want to play. They're 19, 18, 19 years old. They want to play every day, every second. The ones that are trying to be cautious are the adults in the room who are saying, look, I mean, look, Mark Pope is telling these guys, listen, I want you to play, but I don't want you to play if you're not healthy.
Yeah.
I don't want you to play if you're not healthy. So the reason he's not playing is because his knee was swelling a little bit. But that's what happens in ACL surgeries potentially.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so just like with Cam, Cam is 3 weeks in on tomorrow, but he has to do what the doctors say. He has to listen to his body. And if they align, then he might play. But he's just not sitting back saying, I don't want to play. They understand that now is the time. Now is the moment. So everybody's trying to play. You don't think his teammates wouldn't want JQ and Cam back? They would. It makes them better. It makes them stronger. You know. I mean, what other questions do people have?
The um, for me, it's and even when I was just talking about JQ a minute ago before you called in, it was
Mm-hmm.
kind of like it's you kind of want to have a fine line of where you start accusing people and where you start assuming. So, for me, I didn't even want JQ back until January, late January, because
Mm-hmm.
let's be real. I mean, you didn't just hurt your finger; you had a major surgery on your knee. You
Right.
know what I mean? So it's
Right.
kind of like it's I know a lot of people wanted him back as soon as possible, but I'm not the only one who felt uneasy about his return when he made it back. So it's just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
I wish he would have stayed out longer, and then maybe. But if he's hurt, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of your body first, and you got to listen to your body.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you got a runny nose and you don't feel well, you're gonna call into work, right? So I mean that's
Yeah.
just a runny nose. I ain't coming in today. I don't feel good. All right, you listen to your body, so you don't feel good. I need to sleep it off. So it's really really fine line when you really really just start talking.
Well, yeah. Okay. Think about this one. I knew a guy who had a pain behind his jaw and his ear. Man, but he's also has a podcast. Now he wasn't feeling good, but he still went on a podcast. Why? Because he wanted to do it.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
These kids want to play. They want to play every day. I mean, people didn't see the work that JQ puts in practice before, during, and after practice. if you remember, if you're watching the games, y'all saw him out there working before the game. Not just St. John's, but before other games. He's out there doing exercises. You know, the closer he came back to playing, he was out there doing things. So him playing wasn't just a spur of the moment thing. Him playing was the doctors looking at him, talking to him, his parents talking to him talking, and he played. He was playing well. But with any surgery, these things happen. They could. You know, they could. And Cam has the same decision to make. It depends on how he feels. The doctors will look at everything and say it looks good, but if you play and then it doesn't feel good, then you have to shut it down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they're both going through right now. And these are, I mean, I'm a parent. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I see every day. Cam is doing everything they tell him to do to come and play. I hate that people keep throwing money in there. I hate that. You know, because we all have a job.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a vacation or we'll take time off for whatever reason. These kids aren't doing that. They're playing. And one thing about the game of basketball, people keep saying, well, what's going to happen with Kentucky going into Florida? I mean, people question what would happen when Auburn went into Florida. Auburn won.
Auburn went into Florida and won. Yeah.
So we can't sit up here and think that. Yes, I mean, you know, these things, you know, basketball is basketball. Florida isn't undefeated.
Yeah.
They've lost 6 games, I think. They're 18-6. I think we're 17-7. We're 1 game off. They're 9-2. We're 8-3. We're 1 game off. They've lost 6 games and we lost 7. So it's not like they haven't been beaten before. You know, we got to stop projecting this negativity onto our kids. We need to be in these podcasts and on these radio shows saying Kentucky is going to go there and win. You know, and it's crazy how the fans will project that on these young men, but they don't project that on their own kids. They don't have their kids going to play this high school game saying, man, ooh, y'all going to lose this game. They don't do that. They say, go in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, baby, y'all not going to win this week. No, man, we going there to win. If they had the attitude that the fans are projecting on them, they wouldn't be, you know, what's that? 18, what were we, 17-7. We wouldn't be there with that mentality. Yeah. They're listening to people saying you can't do it. You can't beat Tennessee in Tennessee. You can't beat Arkansas in Arkansas, man. They on the road. You know, come on, man. You know, kids know we support them. That's one thing that's interesting about BBN that I hear, and I realize there are different factions. Because with all the 20,000 in there cheering them on, there seems to be a big group that's not there that I don't know if they really believe in them. This team is exactly where the last team was last year. But this is what's funny. Last year they were 17-7 with everybody. We're 17-7, down 3 for a lot of the season.
Yeah.
This team has come back. They shoot the 3 ball well enough, you know, to be where they are. They defend. I mean, everybody got that Gonzaga moment. Gonzaga got a Gonzaga moment with Michigan. I think they got beat by more than we did.
Yep. They
you know, sometimes you get that belt behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So, you know, I just I'm looking forward to seeing Garris. That's who I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing. You know, this is I mean, I know that we played Arkansas. I know that we played Tennessee. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Marino and our bigs can do at Florida. For me, this is a although it's not the end of the world, but this is a real big test for our bigs because Florida has they're elite. So if we go down there and if we can maintain ourselves there, and if we can get this win, it's huge. And if we win, and then the fan base is still trying to figure out if they believe in this team or not, then I don't know what else to say.
I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, when you're in the locker room, I'm sure Coach Pope is telling those guys, look, I mean, and it's bad if your own fan base is considered noise. If your coach has to tell you block out the noise, and he's talking about a portion of your fan base, that's sad.
Yeah.
That they can't turn on the radio or look at a podcast and say, hey, our fans believe in us. They can't even do that right now. They got to circle the wagons amongst themselves to fight. You know, that's not how it should be. I mean,
No,
we
it
shouldn't
shouldn't.
be. I mean, if people think, you know, if they want us to win number 9, who believed Florida was going to win last year?
Nobody.
Who believed that?
I don't think
They
a lot of
believed
people.
somebody
a lot
else
of
was
people
going to
didn't
win.
have Florida.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They thought it was going to be Houston. They thought it was going to be Duke. They thought it was going to be everybody. And all I'm asking all of BBN is, why not us?
Why not?
Why not us? If Florida is elite, like you say, how are they only one game ahead of us in the regular season and in the standings?
There you go.
If they're elite at 9-2, then we got to be at least one of those elites at 8-3. If they're elite, at least say we're elite.
Hey, sir.
I believe in them, man.
Much love to you. Absolutely, man.
Yes, sir.
That is that's funny, man. Because I mean, you got to give us one elite at least, right? I mean, we are.
I mean,
there.
one.
Yeah, at least give me one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Or give
And you
me,
know, every
or just
time I
give me
see
the
Brandon
E.
Garrison,
Yeah.
give me an EL or something, man. But when I see Brandon Garrison, man, I tell that dude, we don't even talk about basketball. That's a that's a very kind-hearted young man.
Yeah.
He speaks to me every time, big smile on his face. You know what I mean? And that man is trying. You know, like I tell people all the time, the people that criticize him so bad, nobody even knows who they are. I mean, they're hiding behind a screen. That dude is out there in front of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people playing. You think he wants to play bad? You know, he wants to play good. And it'd be nice if people rally behind him. Because I know I see his mom at the games. And if anybody out there who's talking about him is a parent, just imagine that's your kid out there that they criticize him.
Yeah.
And she sees the work that he puts in. The man is trying to be a father, a good example. And everybody's beating him down because of basketball. Let's pick him up. Let's pick him up. Because you know who else is watching him? His son. His son is watching him. And every time he sees his dad, he's cheering.
Yeah.
And it would be bad if he's watching his son, watching his dad play and people are booing. That's a shame. Let's support these kids. If we want them to, if you really want them to win number 9, pick them up when they're down. Don't keep stepping on them. Pick them up. And if they're doing this, if they're circling the wagons and saying, you know, because it's crazy how people say, man, they're not playing for the name on the front of their shirt. Well, my thing is, are you really supporting the name on the front? If you are, why are you booing these kids? Support them for the name on the front, just like you want them to play for the name on the front. They're not trying to lose. They're not trying to get beat down. If it happens, it happens, but they're going to get up. So what about us as fans saying, hey, look, do your best. Get out there and fight. Because that's what they've been asking for, right?
Yep.
That's what you've been asking for. Now, they didn't want all these games. And even though they win, the attitude is still the same. Well, Tennessee wasn't that good. Arkansas not that good. Like every time we beat somebody, they not good. They good before we play them, but they're not good
Yeah.
after we beat them. I don't understand. We're
Gotta make up
number
your mind,
2.
dude.
We're 8-3.
Yeah.
Make up your mind. Are you BBN or not?
BBN
If you're
strong,
BBN, if
baby.
you're Big Blue Nation, support these kids. Lift them up. They need that. Every game is not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be a blowout. A 1-point win and a 30-point win is the same when you look in the standings. A 30-point loss and a 1-point loss are the same. It's a loss.
Yep.
And so we're not going into this hostile environment. I want people to stand by, on 10 toes, what they claim to be. BBN fans, Big Blue
Be
Nation,
strong, dog.
Kentucky
Yep.
fans. Be strong. Let's come together for number 9. Don't send these kids out there by themselves to try to get number 9 and support them when they win and destroy them when they lose. Let's pick them up. Trust me, they're gonna hear
Absolutely.
from Coach Pope if they're terrible. They're gonna get it. He not. I tried to tell y'all before that he not this soft guy that y'all kept thinking he was. And so when
Yeah.
they get this little snippet from this cameras following them, now they see what I was talking about. The man is
Yeah.
abusing whiteboards.
Yeah.
He's using words y'all didn't ever heard him. Y'all never heard him use. I
Hey,
told y'all he's a nice
I'm like
guy.
this when I hear
but
him
I'm
like,
in practice. Yeah. Yes. Mark Pope is a serious young man about the game of basketball. And he's not afraid to let them know how he feels. So he's on them, man. There's a reason they turned around. They believe in him. You know why they playing so hard, Big Mike? I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna dominate the time. It's
what's
because
up?
every time after the game, he's mad. But before they leave, he lets them know, I believe in you. If you look at that documentary snippet, so what you afraid of?
Yeah.
Tell me. Because we ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Y'all are just as good as anybody y'all play.
Yep.
When we played Gonzaga, that was their night.
It was. Yep.
We play them again, it's not gonna be the same.
I don't think so.
And guess
man.
what?
That's why.
Think about
hey,
it. We beat
that's
Tennessee
why I'm.
twice.
Hey, that's why I'm glad we play Vandy again.
Oh yeah, we're different.
That's why.
We
Yes,
lost
sir.
to Missouri. We hadn't lost to Missouri. We'd be 9-2.
Yep.
But that's not how life works. Life works. You lose those games early so you can learn late. Last year's team started out strong and full. Then they got injuries. That's what hurt them at the end. We had some injuries at the beginning that we're hoping these guys can come back from and help us at the end. That's what we're trying to do. I think we can do it. I believe in these guys. If they could let Cam play on his scooter, he would get out there and play.
I'm sure you would.
That's how bad he wants, because he loves them, man. He loves his teammates, man. For real, they really care about each other. They really do. And we can beat Florida. We can beat Auburn. We can beat Georgia. We can beat anybody in the SEC. We got to do our part, though.
Yeah,
That's a fact. We got to get out there and play. I don't care how the 40 minutes come together. I don't care if we play bad 39 minutes and that 1 minute help us win. I'm fine with that. I don't like it, just like everybody else, but I'm going to take a win. I don't have nothing to tell Cam after they win. Man, let's go in here, let's eat, let's talk, and let's relax. Now, the next day I might say, hey, man, you got to do a little better on it,
Do a little better.
But, man, you can't. Yeah, you can't be down on them for a win, baby. But again, like I said, man, let's get that faction that's always on the fence. If you BBN for real, then jump on the BBN side. Because when you're going against the team, you sound like you were Florida. Oh man, I think they're gonna lose. Well, you're not. I don't know fans that tell their guys that they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You gotta believe.
Gotta believe.
You got
man.
to.
You gotta.
If you want them to do it, because think about this. I'm gonna say this one last thing. They're 8-3. Florida's 9-2. Everybody's saying they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
So if they go in there and win, how should they feel about you as a fan who said that you think they're gonna lose and they're gonna get blown out, but they win? How should they feel about you? Should they think you're a real fan? I'm just saying.
They're gonna have to do the stinky leg.
But I can guarantee you this, and you can book it. If they beat Florida, people gonna say, well, Florida not that good.
It's coming, huh?
And that's the craziest thing in the world. It's the craziest thing in the world, man. You know, I'm telling you, if J-Lo felt he could play, he would play.
Yeah.
That was a difficult decision for him. He just couldn't take the pain, man.
Oh, absolutely.
He just couldn't keep doing that over and over and over again. But he wanted to play. Some of us get a paper cut and they taking off from work.
Yes, sir.
J-Lo had to get his shoulder dislocated 3 times for him to say, you know, I'm hurting y'all more than I'm helping you.
Yeah.
Carry us over the finish line, but I got you. That's a coach on the side. He coaching everybody. He's telling Cam, hey, look, man, come back 100%. JQ, come back 100%. They're telling each other. You see that section? Cam, J-Lo, and JQ, they in the handicap seats. They cheering the team on.
Hey, I mean,
they cheering the team on, baby.
Yep, I can't be on the court with you, but I can sit here and cheer all night for you and help. Yep.
They are cheering, man. Look on the sidelines. J-Lo is jumping higher than he ever jumped when they do something good. I think Cam, we were looking at some highlights, and he saw somebody make a shot. Maybe Cam made a steal or something, and JQ was jumping, looked like he had a 40-inch vertical.
Like, hey, take care of that new big guy. Yeah. So
yeah, man, no, he's good. Now he can jump.
Oh yeah. That guy got some hops on.
So man, I just always want to reach out.
I appreciate you calling in, Mr. Williams. And it always means a lot to not just me, but everybody here who gets a chance to see you and gets to hear your thoughts. So we're always very appreciative for you taking the time to do that, for sure.
Oh yeah, in it, man. We in it until the season is over. It's not over until the fat lady sings.
Yep.
And I'm letting you know, I had a couple of people sneeze on that fat lady, so she can't even sing. She can't even sing right now. We're trying to keep her sick. We're keeping that stuff in her throat. So it's not gonna be over if it's up to us for a long time. Yeah.
We got to keep fighting and we got to keep showing up. We got to keep believing. That trip to Florida is a business trip. Let's go take care of business and let's move on.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Let's keep fighting. Thanks, for the Cats, man. Fight for these kids. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Mr. Williams, thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it, okay?
You're welcome. Go Cats.
Go Cats. Our Cats. Thanks, Mr. Williams, for giving us a call in tonight. Man, dude, I mean, I feel like I just got a pep talk or something. I feel like I'm ready to go down to Florida to play this game right now. That's for sure. Just saying. Hey, I feel like I'm ready to go play this game now. Suit me up. Let me put on a jersey and everything. I don't remember, but a couple of years where we would just blasted everyone we played. Most years, it's a fight every game. This is a fight, dude. Like Kentucky's got to fight every game because Kentucky can't take a game off from anybody because that's when people play their best basketball. They do. I mean, we had no business losing to Missouri, but we did. And Missouri of course, Missouri came out last night and they actually knocked off Texas A&M. And I think they was they at Texas A&M when they won that ball game? I can't remember if they was on the road or not, but I think they was on the road. Sorry about this. At A&M. So, all Kentucky can do is just get suited up, go down there and play a solid game. That's the best we could hope for. Don't leave nothing in Lexington. Take it all with you and play as hard as you can. That's what we got to do. But you're thinking 2012 and 2015. I think we are ready to beat some Gator tails. Kentucky till you die, I'm with you. See what I'm saying? You guys done changed my mind, people. you guys done got me saying if we just show up and play some good basketball, I think we'll be okay. But I think I'm ready to go ahead and say Kentucky's going to beat Florida at Florida. Why not? So we can do it. Auburn's not a good team, and Auburn went down to beat Florida. Alabama beat Auburn. Dude, we can get this done for real. There's no pressure. There's more pressure on Missouri. There was no pressure. Exactly. Missouri wasn't supposed to win that ball game. But they found a way to win the ball game. The pressure was on us, especially down the stretch, knowing that Missouri's never beat us at Kentucky or whatever that is, that stat is or whatever. The pressure was all on Kentucky. Like, how you guys gonna let these guys beat you? It's amazing. So, of course, we're the underdogs against Florida. So, as Coach Pope would say, what are you afraid of? Tell me. What are you afraid of? These guys? I bet you they put their shorts on the same way you do. This is an elite ball game. Elite players come to play. Kentucky's going to show up against Florida. I think we're going to have a solid ball game. Kentucky wins and loses says Pope doesn't need to build his team like that, but we we do need a sure lotto pick. OA is about as close as that as we have right now. Yep. I mean, and the thing about it, as I like to say, is we got role players who understand their roles, and whatever it is that you do good, then you got to elevate that. You got to continue to do that well, and don't try to do what somebody else is doing. You stay within what you do well, and let's see where everything falls at. Fight. It's hard to beat the hardest worker or someone that doesn't quit. This is it, man. We just got to show up and we just got to fight. And if we take the Kentucky when we played Arkansas, you take that energy. You take the second half of the Tennessee game at home. You take that energy. You take that energy of Kentucky with the energy at the second half at Tennessee. You do that. I mean, you got a team that if they have the right mindset going into Florida, even with the guys we have missing, we still got a chance. Because believe me, I don't think the pressure's on us to beat Florida. I think the pressure's on Florida to beat Kentucky. They know we beat them last year. I know they won a national championship, but no one likes losing to Kentucky. But it's like okay, they beat us last year on that floor. I see you next year. So Florida's really, all the pressure's on Florida. People's looking at Florida as being a team that can possibly go back to the national championship again. People say that that Florida's coming into that championship level play. So the pressure's on them. The narrative is already pushing Florida towards the top. Nobody's really looking at people are saying that Kentucky's playing good basketball right now, but nobody's putting Kentucky in that conversations of being a real contender that can compete for a national championship, but they are for Florida. So if Florida wants to keep that narrative going, then Florida's got to win this ball game. Vandy Chris, did I just time loop into a Vandy channel? Hey man, Vanderbilt women, man, they look good. But see, that's the thing though, man. Vandy women beat us by 1 point. 1 point. It took Michaela 37 points to beat us. Texas beat us by 9 points. Kentucky women basketball is not bad. We're not a bad team. On those nights, we just got beat, period. And when you have 21 plus turnovers in those ball games, there's no way that you can expect to beat Vandy. There's no way that you can expect to beat Texas when you have that many turnovers. Not saying that those teams are not good. I'm just saying that our Lady Cats is not bad, not as bad as what people may make them to be out to be. Kentucky women's team is okay. And believe me, we got something coming. Yeah, I didn't ask you, Vandy Chris. Don't care about UNC or Vandy women, and especially the Vandy men. God, Vandy Chris, I'm still not convinced the talking heads are right about 22, maybe. So don't get. Let's see. So anyway, the the phone line is still open, or the communication line is still open. We've been on here for almost an hour now. If anybody else wants to call in, at the top of the page, just click the link. I know it's getting late, especially on the East Coast. But if anyone wants to call in, please hit the link and call in for a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, please. And we'll see if we get some more calls. If not, at the top of the hour, we will end the show. Burning fat, you're right about that. Vandy is investing, period, in sports. They're looking great everywhere. Yeah, Vandy's looking good, man. I'm not a person that likes to throw shade on people, on teams. I want to make sure that I stick to my team, Kentucky, as much as possible, because I don't follow these other teams like this. I just when people on the outside just want to just absolutely just be convinced that the programs at Kentucky is not as good as people make them out to be. I feel a little offended because we're not that bad. Men's is not that bad. Yeah, we took some losses this year. Yeah, we got run out of the gym, but we're not as bad as, you know what I'm saying, we're not as bad as people make us out to be. Lady Cats was playing without Key. And that's why we lost some of those ball games. And when Key was back and she played for, I guess, did she play against Vandy? I think Key played against Vandy, didn't she? I think she played against Vandy. But anyway, the Lady Cats is okay. And to think that we won't even go over 500 in SEC play, come on, man. Just sometimes the disrespect has to stop. It just does. People from outside come in and I would flame them. Yes, you will. And that's why you my dude, man. So, you know, we gotta keep those outsiders out for real. I'm gonna miss my annual going to the usually me and Vandy Chris, we meet up and we always and we go to the women's and women's game when they play in Vanderbilt. So I definitely won't be there for this year, but I'll definitely be here thinking about it. He played against Vandy. It took UK shooting the ball at 60%. And it took us 60% to stay in the ball game. And it took Michaela, it took her 37 points to beat us by 1 point. Come on, man. Stop tripping, dude. Come on, man. Stop it, bro. If Michaela scores, if she scores 34 points, y'all lose that ball game. Stop acting like you guys are just like this elite team in America. You guys are good. Be humble, man. Big Mike. C. Spencer, what's going on with you, brother? Appreciate you joining in for us as well. The link is at the top of the show if you want to call in. All you got to do is click it. Hopefully it works for you. So far tonight, it looks like everybody who has wanted to get in has been able to get in fairly easy. So let's see. I think I got the link right here again. But it's at the top of the page, and it's highlighted. But I don't mind posting it again in the chat right here. Still don't care about Vandy. I got you. So if you want to call in or whatever, please do show up for Kentucky basketball Saturday. You got to show up, Larry. Got to show up to the fight. Yes, sir. Man, we got to get this game against Florida, bro. Title of podcast is Loyal BBN Fan Show. Vandy Chris, just say See, Vandy Chris, you can't come in here. You can't come in here, man, with all that bull crap, bro. You can't come in here with that. You got people here like, dude, we're not hearing that. Stop the disrespect. I'm flying over next week, and I keep kidnapping you for that game. Bet on that. How about if I just meet you halfway? I'll meet you at BNA, okay? And you pick me up from the airport. Kentucky wins or lose. I expect it to be closer, but I still think the Vandy guards are better than UK's, and since the case Vandy about 8 or 9. We'll see. We'll see how that goes as well, too. No one thought you guys was going to lose to Oklahoma, did they? I'm just saying, stay humble. Florida's going down. So do we have any – so are we coming up on the hour of the show? If we don't have anyone else who wants to call in, then negative by UK, not one negative. Hey, no one thought Oklahoma was going to knock off Vandy. They did. You got to just stay humble and just see what happens at the ball game. And that's all I like to say, and I'm going to say that the whole time I'm doing this is that you just got to stay humble and see what happens. You don't just because you beat a team doesn't mean that you're better than them. That just means on this particular night you was better than they was, and that's what it's all about. Is that night can you be better? Yeah, that's why like when you have playoffs and for like the NBA or when you have best out of 7, best out of 5, that's why those are so much fun. Is because all right, you beat me in game 1, cool. Let's see if you can beat me over the stretch of the period of time. That's when you really get to start talking about who's better or who's not better. Long as our guys play hard, man, that's all we ask for. That's all I ever asked for. And I got a phone call right here. Tom, what's going on, man?
What's going on, Mike?
Good. What's your thoughts, man?
Well, my thoughts are, Florida's won those last 3. They pretty much blew the last 3 people out there. They led at halftime by double digits all 3 of those games.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I behind on you there?
I don't think so. I can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting echo in the background there. Okay. My thoughts are we don't need to be behind at halftime.
Yeah.
Because the last 3 people, Alabama, Georgia, and Texas A&M, was down double digits to them at halftime. So that's my thought.
Well, I tell you what.
That's one thought.
Florida,
I'm sorry. You
hey.
wouldn't answer, and I didn't know if you could hear me there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. I was like, is he going to answer me?
Yeah.
No, my thought.
Well,
but no, go ahead.
Go ahead. No. I just like people to talk when they get on here, and then we go from there.
Oh, you want me to finish my thought? Okay, last thought.
Yeah.
We had a week off. We've had a week to prepare. We should not walk on that court and not be ready and prepared to play. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Whatever we gotta do, pressure the guards, whatever. The last thing I'm gonna say is, look, we had rest, no excuse here. Let's go in there and let's go get this game. And we need somebody to come through that hadn't. Jasper Johnson, Jelovic, somebody needs to help us out. And you know what? We can get this win. When they lost 5 games and they shot poorly from 3 in all 5 of those games. So let's make them shoot poorly and don't get out rebounded. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you, brother. You got to keep it close. Get me down at by double digits at halftime. That's for sure. Florida's not that team for sure. Hey, Christopher Fariz, need to start fast. Yep. If we start fast, man, we just got to go down there with the right mindset. Once again, I really feel like that the pressure's not on Kentucky. The pressure's on Florida. People want them to go. People, claiming that they have what it takes to go to back-to-back national titles. If they, losing a game doesn't mean that they still can't win it all. But they want to keep that momentum going, and they want a rematch from Florida. From Kentucky last year. We got them last year, and which was a very, very good game at Kentucky. So these guys have been waiting for it. They're excited and they're ready for the Cats to come to town. And that's all we can do, man. And hit some shots. I'm son of a gunner. Absolutely. That's all we can do is just come out here and just fight, man. I think, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I think it's safe to say that we can, as a fan base, we can tolerate a loss. We just can't tolerate a loss when our guys don't give it their all. You come out there and you fight like son of a gunner just said, and you give it everything you got, and you leave it between in that box or whatever you want to call the floor. you leave it all out there on the floor, we can still be okay. It's just don't quit and fight and fight. But I think because of where we've been at this year and what we've endured and the fight that we've had in these last few weeks, that says a lot that our Wildcats won't give up. And so even going into halftime, we shouldn't even if we down, we shouldn't even feel like that the game is over. Like we've been here before. So so act like you've been here and understand the moment and go win a ball game. Mike Tyson said, "Everybody has a has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. That things change. We need to punch first." Big Blue, yes, you do. And I like the quote. I think the first time I really got reminded of this was with BC. But you're absolutely right. What's the game plan? I mean, let's be real. We came off a win. I mean, we came off a horrendous loss to Vandy going into Arkansas. Nobody, Arkansas did not even realize what hit them. We hit Arkansas so fast and so hard that those guys was like, whoa, this is not the same team that we just saw at Vandy a few nights ago. This is a different team. Kentucky has to have that mindset is that we got to go get this W. We got to go fight and fight and fight until the game is over. We do that, I think Kentucky has an extremely high chance to win this ball game. It ain't gonna be easy. I'm not gonna say that Kentucky's gonna walk over Florida, but I don't feel like that Florida's gonna walk over Kentucky too as well. It's some layups and 80% of our free throws. Ron, man, what's up with the free throws, bro? Like, what's up with the free throws? Like, and the miss freebies. It just makes, as a fan, it's just like, and you look back when the game is over, you be like, dude, we missed all those layups. We missed free throws. We should have won that ball game. I mean, we just should have. Absolutely. Those are facts. Absolutely. I'm not sure getting into the paint is the game plan against Florida. Bro, I tell you, that's some tall trees down there in the paint with Florida, and I mean, and it's gonna be three of them on the floor at a time sometimes, if not a lot of times. How do we? I think Florida's gonna force us to shoot the ball from outside, and if so, we got to knock some of that down. We got to knock it down. That's for sure. After all, it's like they're not undefeated, as Mr. Williams says. They're not undefeated. They have been beat. I mean, what? It's possible. Looking on zone defense, I believe. Doug Hudson says Pope's been working on zone defense. I believe this would help us beat Florida. Their backcourt not good on shooting. Let's see what we got there. Throw it out there then, Pope. Use your mind, baby. For real. Well, guys, we're right over an hour into the show. I know a lot of people, it's still late where you guys are at. I just want to say thank you everyone for coming out. I know you guys was on the show with Leah and Jimmy last night, and then we do another show tonight. Man, I would love for this show to be 5 days a week. I'm not even kidding. Like I wish we was 5 days a week. I wish we could turn the camera on 5 days a week and do live shows. That would be freaking fantastic, bro. I would love that if we could. Maybe one day we'll get there. That we're in a position where we can go every single day of the week. That would be fun. That'd be fun for me, absolutely. So, guys, until next time, thank all you guys for doing it. Thank everybody that came out. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. That means a lot to the channel. It helps to spread it out. You guys do what you do. Let's go beat Florida. Don't forget about the pregame show with Jimmy and Leah. The pregame show will start an hour prior to the game. Okay, so let's just get this W, man. Let's go beat Florida. See you guys back here again next Thursday for another call-in show, and see you guys Monday night as well with me and BC. Until next time, I love you guys, and go Cats.